Welcome back for another edition of Griz Tracks, Grizzly football fans. We're here with the Missoulian with our weekly web series. I'm AJ Mazzolini, a sports writer here.
And I'm Bill Spouts, a Griz beat writer for the Missoulian.
And I'm Bob Mesrall, the Missoulian sports editor.
We're here to talk about this last week of Grizzly football, in which the Griz beat up on Oklahoma Panhandle State at home. And these two guys were in the box to see that game taking place. An FCS team down to the Division II Panhandler guys, and didn't really go so well for the visitors, did it?
No, they were clearly overmatched, and the Grizzlies basically could have scored as many points as they wanted to in that game. But Coach McDelaney, took it easy as he should have on the lower division team.
Yeah, a bit of a tune-up. They got a lot of guys into the game there, and they'll have a lot of tape on all the young guys, and kind of working in the development for some of the backups later on this season. But we're going to move on to next week's game, which should be a little bit better of a challenge, with the Griz headed to Northern Arizona, take on the Lumberjacks in the Big Sky Conference opener.
Definitely, it's another redemption game for them. They lost to Northern Arizona here last year by 10 points. It's hard to forget that first play of the game when Zach Bauman took the ball 75 yards for a touchdown. He'll be on the defense's mind this week, and it's going to be it's an offense for Northern Arizona that's got a banged-up offensive line. They've got Zach Bauman, but a young quarterback. They've had a lot of trouble scoring points so far, just 43 this season.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting matchup against the Grizzly D, especially with Bauman carrying the ball. I think he's closing in on about 4,000 yards for his rushing career, a real veteran in the backfield there. But what do they got to do to try and stop him?
Well, I think they're going to stack the box, or they'll pay attention to him and dare him to beat him with the pass downfield. It's tough for a young quarterback. And Montana's defense is quick this year. I think in my 6 years I've been here, I've never seen a quicker bunch. And the secondary's been solid so far. So it's a tough matchup, as Coach Jerome Sowers of Northern Arizona said.
And Bob, you've seen Bauer for a couple of years now. What do you see out of him that kind of makes him a dynamic back and really a dynamic player in the Big Sky Conference?
Well, one thing is that he's not just a runner. He's Northern Arizona's leading receiver so far this season. He's caught 12 balls out of the backfield, and I would expect them to use that a lot more if the Grizzlies do stack the box and try to sell out to stop the run. I'd see some swing passes to get him the ball in space and let him use his moves.
On the other side of the ball, it'll be a little bit more of an interesting matchup for that Grizzly offense that nobody has really been able to stop all year. They're finally going to see a veteran group in Northern Arizona, some guys that maybe could give them a little bit more trouble than they're used to.
I think so, and the word that Coach McDelaney used was fast. It's a fast bunch, so they'll match up with Montana that way, but I don't know if that's going to help them if Montana goes to that power run game. So it'll be fun. It's the first real test, or the toughest test so far for Jordan Johnson in the offense, I think.
And one thing I'm kind of anxious to see is Jordan Johnson didn't get to play a lot last week because of the mismatch, and it's almost been 2 weeks since he's played a real competitive game. So there could be a little bit of rust there early on.
Yeah, but then again, he also did take an entire year off, and we didn't see too much rust at the beginning of this season. So it'll certainly be another interesting matchup, though, for the Griz as they take on Northern Arizona this Saturday, a road game before they come back home and continue the Big Sky Conference slate. Thanks for tuning in to Griz Tracks, and check the Missoulian this weekend to see how the game turned out.